Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We here at 2620 are going to be doing a Rome 2 co-op campaign. Now, what that entails is me and Tommy jumping on Rome 2 Total War, which comes out on the 3rd of September. Straight away, we're going to be one of the first people on it.
Yeah, and we're going to, we've planned this. So we're going to be on it as soon as it comes out.
Like installed, we're going to head down to our local EB Games. We're going to get down there. We're going to get the hard copy. We're going to come on.
Yeah.
We're going to install.
Pre-install the hard copy.
It's going to be all tits off. Now, essentially a co-op campaign. It's quite unique. We're going to be playing at the same time on this turn-based strategy game as two different clans. Now, obviously, we're going to be allied. We're going to be in an alliance. We're not going to fight each other.
Yeah, this isn't a competitive co-op.
No. We're not going to be doing that now. What we're thinking about doing is letting you guys decide, what factions we should choose. Now, there's the obvious. There's the Rome, Carthage, Macedon, Sparta. But me and Tom were thinking about the strategy of how we can go through this. Like, maybe instead of Athens and Sparta fighting, we choose one of each of those clans and, we have an alliance. Athens with the, intelligence, Sparta with the manpower combined, could be deadly. Or, the old Egypt and Rome alliance. But do you want to take them through the first...
Yeah, now, the first faction... Okay, so you get to choose the factions we play as, and we want you to think really seriously, drop the comment, thumbs it up, do all that. The first faction option is the obvious one, and that'd be Rome. And,
they're pretty much located in Italy. They have Sicily, they have control over the Mediterranean, they have great technologies, and they've got a good standpoint because they have an ocean, so they have ocean trade. They can jump straight across to Carthage. They have, good land trade as well with the Spaniards, or the Spaniards at the time.
The mainland.
Yeah.
And they also have the military power of things like ballistas, the legionnaires.
Yeah.
The second, probably one of the more unknown options, Carthage. North Africa. They own the head of North Africa, and they plan on, they run that with naval dominance, and that's one of their abilities. I'm pretty sure they get a naval bonus to their things.
And they've got a trade with Egypt, and they also have that left-hand side open of the Mediterranean connecting to the mainland, which can be deadly. It can be really deadly, because if they can get a land force to move on the left and control the Mediterranean with their naval power, they can stop the trade.
Completely.
Oh, yeah. They can win economically. Now, that's another thing we should talk about. You can win economically, politically, and by force. So we could, quote-unquote, build the World Bank, which is a Civilization Revolution reference, but we can win by economics. So, I guess, depending on how the situation turns out, we can say, all right, we've got a heap of military, but, they just have more men. What we can do is we can hold back and just win economically, with just, good trade lines.
Next one's Macedon.
It's Macedon's more of a Greek state. It's a lot more focused on technology. It's a lot more focused on sort of
order and power, the glory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also it also has a lot of politicalness. It's sort of like they're sort of very mercenary based, really. They don't have a, how would you say, a leader. They sort of have allies, and that's who they sort of go with. They just go with whoever their ally is at the time. Now, they're sort of more of a they're a lesser known faction. I think we were going to be trying to go for one of the more, well-known factions.
But depending on how you vote, I mean, that could change.
We'll link the page to all the factions and the information down in the description below. But then we have the Iceni, which is, I think, up near England. Yeah,
that is South England. We all know that is one of the preferred factions in most Total War games, as everyone sees the island of England a defensive barrier.
Oh, yeah. Next we have the...
Vini?
And they're the more Gaelic, so by the looks of it, I'm not actually sure where these guys are, but I'm pretty sure they're just sort of in the mainland. Yeah, okay. So that's Spain there. So they're to the left of Rome, up
just
to the
south
north
of France.
Yes, they're in the centre of France. They're sort of focused in the centre of France. So they're, I think, definitely a sort of more clan-based, really strong allegiances and whatnot. Next we have Subai, which is more German, a lot of more war dog sort of clan.
Yeah. Barbarian.
Very Polskovich, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I dig your dog.
And what do we have after that? Then we have Parthia.
Tolerance, justice, and profit. An economical faction that could definitely partake in that whole new way of winning the game.
And I'm looking to see where they kind of are. And by the looks of them, they look a lot more... oh, yeah, that's Egypt over here. They're Middle Eastern by the looks of them. Or, further to the right of Europe. Sort of the whole Eastern European. Next is Egypt. Now, Egypt, is well known. It's got good trade, good units, but it's big and it's hard to hold. But if you can protect your borders and you can get your allies on both of your sides, and then you can start controlling that Mediterranean, your trade will actually become deadly to everyone else, because everyone will want to trade with you, and then you can demand trade embargoes with other people saying, yeah, if you want to trade with me, that's fine, but I'm not going to let you trade with my enemies.
Oh, yeah.
And then that could cause wars, people running out of money, they have to start taking over. And they've got the chariots and, whatnot.
They've got a lot of special elephants, my friend. Elephants, chariots.
Now, we'll sort of group the next three together because they're the Greek States Culture Pack, which you get as DLC if you pre-order.
It's pretty much a starting DLC.
Yeah. It's Athens, Epirus, yes. And Sparta, the more sort of well-known Greek faction. Essentially, Sparta's military, Epirus is economic-based, and Athens is more political, technology-based. There's not really much difference in units apart from, their perks, really. I think Sparta will have, Spartans, and Athens will have, better short swordsmen and long swordsmen, better melee units. Sparta will have better speed.
Sparta will have the phalanx and the...
Epirus will have probably a good cav and maybe even some good siege. But I think Athens also used very, very different siege tactics.
Yeah, actually, I don't think this is in the game, but they were way ahead of their time with things like fire, Greek fire. I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure they do have Greek fire in this game. I'm not 100%, but I think they do.
We'd hope.
We'd hope so. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you can check in the description. You can go over. This is going to be a long series. Like, this is going to be like, we jump on it day one. We're going to be pumping out episodes out our dicks. Like, there's going to be like episodes maybe daily for the start of it, don't you reckon? Like,
oh yeah, the moment we record the first one,
it'll be up.
It goes up.
So like, as soon as it installs, me and Tommy jump on and we see what clan you want us to do, we're on it. We're already recording. We record, however long we think is fair for the first episode. We render, we upload. It's sorted. We're already recording the next one. Like, we are jumping on this with two hands. We've been talking about this for a whole year now, ever since it's sort of been announced. So jump down in the description, have a look at the clans. If you already know who you want us to do, remember it's 2 clans. It's a co-op campaign, so pick 2 clans. Not really either in preference. Say, I'd like to see you do like a Greek clan, and then we can choose from there. We'd like to say, all right, I definitely want you guys to do Rome, or please do an Africa. Like, I don't care which faction, but more of an African campaign, and just say like maybe you want me to go Egypt and Tommy to go the England faction, or like if you want either one of us to do a specific faction. But either way, we can go on from there.
Yeah, remember to thumbs up, subscribe, drop the comments, get interactive, get on the channel.
Share this round,
yeah. Let your friends know, because we're going to be one of the first on this, and we want to bring you into the channel and show you the strategic side of gaming from our point of view. So we'll catch you later. Drop your comments. Have a good day. We'll see you.
Subscribe.
On September 3rd.